Today we're going to do lesson 4.3 in stretching and shrinking. We're going to start by going over the classwork from yesterday, 4.2. So take a minute and pause the video if you need to open your notebook to the classwork you completed yesterday. The problem was 4.2 and you were looking at the triangles and finding which triangles were similar to each other. In problem A, you were to identify the triangles that are similar and explain how you would use them the angles and the sides to find which were similar. So A triangles A, C, and D were similar. The scale factor from A to C was 1.5, A to D was 2.5, and C to D was 5/3. You can see over here that if you did them in the opposite, C to A, D to A, and D to C, you also would have needed to note that they had corresponding angles equal. For question B, it asked you B1, within each triangle find the ratio of shortest to longest and shortest to middle. So A, shortest to longest, was 0.58, 79, 0.58, and short to middle was 0.81. D, short to long, was 0.58, and short to middle was 0.81. And you can see here that the ratios also connect that A, C, and D are similar because their ratios are equal. B2, how do the ratios of the lengths compare for similar triangles? Just what the ratios are equal. And B3, let's see what it's asking us here. B3, it says A and B, short sides correspond to each other and long sides correspond to each other. So the ratios are not equal when the triangles are not similar. Your homework was problem 2. Starting with problem 2, list all the pairs of similar triangles. A and B are similar, C and D are similar. For each pair, find the ratios. A, the ratio is 3 to 4, so 0.75, and same for B. And C, we had 3 to 5, and D was 1.5 to 2.5, and those are both equal to 0.6. For question C, for each pair, find the scale factor. A to B is 1/2. It's different than the ratio. So the scale factor and the ratio do not have to be equal to each other. And the scale factor from C to D is 1/2, which is different than their ratio of 3 to 5. Questions 5 through 8, they wanted you to find the missing measurement. So 5, the scale factor from big to small is 0.5. Therefore, 2.5 is the value of A. Number 6, the ratio of 10.5 to 7 is 1.5. Therefore, the measurement of B is 3 centimeters. Number 7, C is equal to 60 degrees because corresponding angles are the same. And then 8, the measurement of D is about 16.7. 27, what rule did she use? 0.5x, 0.5y, or half x, half y? And are they similar? Yes, the scale factor is 0.5. Moving on to lesson 4.3, if you need to take a minute to press pause and go ahead and label your notebook for lesson 4.3, we're going to do that in class today. It says when you know that two figures are similar, you can find the missing lengths in 2 ways. So we've done scale factor from one figure to the other and using ratios with side lengths within each figure. So we're putting it all together today to find missing parts. For questions A through C, each pair of figures is similar. They're telling you they're similar. Remember to look and see if they have been rotated. Compare long to long, short to short. Find the missing side lengths. So for A, you're finding X, B, you're finding X, C, you're finding X. Questions D also says the figures are similar. Find the missing measurements. Explain. So you need to tell, how did you know? You're doing A, B, C, D, E, F, and X. Explain for each one. E, the figures below are similar. The measurements are shown in inches. And here it's telling you to find the value of x using ratio. So x is right here, this little tiny one. Use a ratio to find that. Find the value of y using scale factors. 3 says find the area of one of the figures. Then, with 4, use your answer to part 3 and the scale factor to find the area of the other. Remember how scale factor and area are related. That is your classwork for today. You need to finish this within your classwork time. If you get finished, you may move on to homework. Your homework tonight is problems 5 through 12. Remember that tomorrow we will be back together and we will complete the review. So if you've had any questions over the last 2 days, tomorrow is the time to ask. We will do the review for Investigation 4 on Thursday, tomorrow, and there is no quiz. We will begin lesson 5.1 on Friday. You may have the remainder of the time to work. Make sure you're being productive and on task. Thank you.